All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom. Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. I am waiting on DJ. He's grabbing some coffee. Um, right now, what is the time? It's almost 3 o'clock. So that afternoon cup, you know what I mean, comes in handy. Got my tea. You see it smoking. You see it smoking. Yep, there you go. Look. Yeah. So today we want to do something. I'll say a little different, but kind of go back to what we used to do, and that is just freestyle. We just really came today to fellowship, to just see what's going on with everybody. Just chop it up, see what's on everybody's minds and everything. And so, um, okay, there we go. What's going on with this thing? Okay. We just want to see what's going on with y'all. Just share some thoughts and ideas of which we've been discussing, as well, just on a personal tip. Um, and at the same time, anything you guys want to talk about in regards to like what's happening and stuff, of course, let's talk about it. But we just wanna converse. You know what I mean? Want to converse. So we'll probably end up opening the floor. Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom to everybody coming in.
Yeah.
We yeah, just gonna chop it up. So that's pretty much it. It's really nothing special, as far as something planned or anything like that. Just fellowship. Just fellowship. So what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing today?
Blessings. Oh, it's good to be off. Good to be
Right.
have a few days off. Really, I've been working pretty hard.
Yeah,
Um,
straighten up your glasses on
yeah,
that
I
one.
did. Been working about more than 50 hours a week
Mm-hmm.
for quite some time. Well, to me, quite some time.
Oh, what I say, sweet.
What's up? What's up, T?
What's up, y'all?
T Mark.
Yeah, bye. But yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
it's
good.
just
It's
it's just
good
good
to
to
have you
have a few
on.
days off. I've been getting as much rest as possible.
Yeah.
Just trying to focus back up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm yo,
What
what's happening,
up?
bro?
What up, man? What's going on, bro?
What's happening, brother?
Yeah, yeah.
Just been trying to relax.
Mm.
Sometimes when you get time off, it's kind of hard to just sit down and I've been pacing back and forth. You know, but they're doing good. They're doing
Well,
good.
everybody's good. Actually,
Yeah.
our our youngest is almost 2, so I just call him 2-year-old. But he woke up from his nap a little bit earlier than what we expected, because it's a whole, like we always say, it's a whole operation, right? So we try to put him to sleep like right before we get on here. Okay, right before we get on, and
Go ahead, lay down with Sissy.
so that we have the quiet time and everything. But I walked in the room looking for something, and I bumped something with my foot, and he sat right up. He was like, "Yo, what's up, mama?" I was like, "Dad." So right now he's in the living room. He might end up coming over here and showing his cute little face.
Yeah.
But
when he gets tired,
yeah,
he's got a body clock. No matter what time it is, he's got to lay down. So
Yeah.
we would have liked to keep him up, but yeah, it just doesn't happen like that sometimes. And you gotta be flexible.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be flexible because or else you're gonna be stressed out.
Right, straight
Really
up.
trying to be stressed is parenthood is very rewarding. It teaches you a lot about yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
And y'all willing you'll grow.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying everybody does, but
Mm-hmm.
y'all willing that you'll grow in the process.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes it's if you're blessed, then you'll have parents that will work with you, and try to do as much as they can for you without getting too you know uh, getting too impatient. That's
Mm-hmm.
patience is the main thing is just,
Yeah.
and you'll see how patient you are depending on how many children you have.
Yeah.
Even just one, there's
Mhm.
no, I can't quantify, patients per child, but I will say, it's very interesting. Now,
Yeah.
yes. So, could you pin that comment real
You
quick?
mean pin that?
Could you?
And just to let everybody know, everybody coming in, we are just doing a freestyle type gathering today, just like we used to back in the day. Freestyle Friday just so happens to be Friday. You know what I mean? So we just kind of want to talk about what's on everybody's minds, and just kind of share what's on our minds. And so it's just real chill, just whatever's going on. You know what I mean? Just share. Anything that's happening with y'all. I'm gonna ask some questions too.
You want to bring that up real quick, just so we can all look at it together, because that cover is loaded, and they usually are.
Yes.
They usually are very loaded. But this one,
yeah. So we're gonna bring that up on the screen.
It's super loaded.
Here right now. Let me look that up.
Yeah.
So, hold on, let me see.
Economist 2026.
Let's see.
Oh, it minimized us in the corner. Did you know it did that?
No, I didn't. Oh, look at that. 26. All right, let's see. Images. All right. That's not it.
I take it down.
Okay, so let's do this.
It is 2026.
Yeah, it is. So hold on, y'all. We're gonna find that real quick.
Let's scroll some.
Because I'm not seeing it, which is strange. Let's try it again. The kind of saying magazine latest cover. Why isn't it coming up?
Interesting.
Okay. Kind of let's try it again.
It is 2026.
Yeah, it is. No, not latest cover, but I don't understand.
Expression.
Stay. Oh, here we go. Okay.
No, don't click on that. Just go to images.
So it's there right there, but
interesting.
But it's not right there. Strange. Okay, let's go back. Sorry, that's how I was saying it.
Go to Google.
Google. This is Google.
No, it's not. It's Bing.
Oh.
Give us 1 second, y'all.
Sorry, y'all. See. All right. Google.
All right, and go to images. It's still coming up in Bing. Here.
Huh. Give me this. All right. Well, in the meantime, in between time, while we're trying to figure that out, I'd like to see some of that. I'll just tell y'all what I kind of been on. Can y'all see me? Can we go back to there and make sure that they can see? What did you do?
I don't know. But I guess you've got to put in the world ahead. So
the world ahead. Okay. So should we do?
Share that?
Should we put in a different one?
No.
Are you sure? Because that's on it.
It doesn't matter.
Have to blow it up.
Okay. It doesn't matter.
All right, y'all. We found it. Boo boo. All right. Shalom. Central Grove. Shalom. Okay. Here we. Oh, look.
Oh.
Wait.
No, that's not how you do it.
Yeah, that ain't okay.
You would have to. Okay. You would have to. But you could just share this.
Share screen. Okay. Yeah, this one.
The world ahead. Yeah.
All right. So let's look at this. All right. So.
Let me see some.
Okay. Maybe you can blow it up. Yeah. Okay. So I could point some things out that stood out to me when I first looked at it. And you kind of the crazy thing is that you have to continue to kind of like, you have to almost turn your head. Like if you had your phone, if you were looking at it on your phone, turn your phone and kind of look, because there's stuff all around here.
I just want to see if I could. Oh wait, Is that a Zoom?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Ooh.
So there's stuff all around it, right?
Right.
And so we have, I mean, okay, several things.
So
like,
well, it's like, where do you start?
Yeah.
That's the real question. You know, where do you start? I guess the more obvious things that you could point out is that you see Donald Trump, Xi Jinping. Looks like maybe a depiction of Putin, and maybe that's Netanyahu right there.
Mm-hmm.
The main players of the world conflicts right now.
Mm-hmm.
At least what they're telling us as far as world conflicts.
And you see, there's a crash. If you can I right in there. So we have corn right here, market.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe a market or a war essentially within the economic market.
Mm-hmm.
You know
because
what I mean?
You got the swords. You know, it's easy to interpret that there's going to be some war and a plummet of the economy from that.
Mm-hmm.
And
got a robot over here with
mm-hmm.
a package in his hand. You know
mm-hmm.
what I mean? So that could simply denote the more of the taking over of AI or robotics. Like, like in China, even in Japan, they already have robots that cook food and work in restaurants and so on and so forth. And so,
and you also see the robot dogs here, there.
Robot dog
also,
there.
You see them up a little bit further. There's one in the background there. And
mm-hmm.
one thing that I don't want to miss in all these details is the amount of pills that are scattered all over. It's like they just, okay, let's draw this cover and let's just, throw a bunch of pills on there.
Mm-hmm. Even on the outskirts of it.
Yeah, which is big pharma.
Yeah. Now, is that what would you say, because of the way that they're scattered everywhere? To me, that reminds me of taking a pill bottle and opening it and just throwing it out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they are talking about with this whole Genesis Genesis situation that Trump
mm-hmm.
just signed on. Basically, they want to use AI to come up with vaccines that are specifically targeted for you.
Mm-hmm.
They're not being secretive about it or anything like that. They're like,
if you get
yes, and that's what they called it, right? They said, if you get cancer, then we can design a vaccine that's specifically for you, and will heal you. And so that will take over big pharma. You won't need big pharma, right? You won't need like this type of pharmaceuticals. There'll be no need to go get your prescription or this, that, and the other, because they can design a shot that's specifically for whatever you have. Right?
It's the amount of syringes that are in this as well.
Yes, lots of syringes.
There's two big ones there. And there's some other ones. I thought I seen another one too.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like they're trying to revamp what it means to be human.
Yeah.
I didn't catch all of Tail Ministries video yesterday, but while I was in the background, I did mention it. It was something that caught my ear. I knew what he was talking about because he talked about a game controller connected to a brain. Like I said, that's the
that's there. Yeah, that's control.
Yeah,
it's
just all a big game, basically, but it's loaded. It's so loaded. It's hard to, it's hard to. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Certain date employment will be optional, and this is we've seen this before,
Yeah, we actually watched years ago. It was some type of loose documentary where they were talking about how, in the future you'll be able to you'll work if you want. You won't have to. You'll work if you want, and it was it'll be a whole technological future where everything is supposed to be in service to you, right? And that is how they sell these things. They're so demonic in their approach, to like try to entice you with convenience and all of a sudden we want to cater and pamper you, so you don't have to work, or you don't have to clean. We'll have a robot come in your house and clean and so on and so forth. The next thing you know, it'll be a
Yeah,
robot. They
but
locking
and
your
that's
doors
the
like
thing,
you can't leave.
That's the funny thing is it never ends well.
Mm-mm.
It never ends well.
And any of these will.
It's never just like, oh, it's complete convenience and it's healthy for humanity. It's never healthy for humanity. It's always something bad. It's always threatening our, our freedoms or our state of humanity.
Yeah, yeah.
In some form or fashion. I need not mention, the most obvious one to me is The Matrix, and behind that would be Terminator, and behind that would be iRobot, and behind that would be so many movies that I'm not even. None of them end well. None of them have
they entertain you with
some sort of soft disclosure. It's not very soft. It's pretty blatant.
Yeah.
Seeing how the use of AI, specifically AI, not just robots, but AI, is going to end up infringing on our humanity in some form or fashion.
And that's the point. And that's what you and I were talking about. And we always talk about, it's like sometimes you can have the same conversation because it's so fascinating and so like mind, boggling that you just, I don't know, sometimes I find myself repeating myself like to him, like, babe, like, man, can you believe that they actually doing this? Like we had the same conversation.
That's because we were watching movies.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden these movies are coming true. These Hollywood is some sort of storyboard for them. Literally, I'm with my leg. Hold on.
And Hollywood is what? And that's the stick that they use to make wands out of. It's literal witchcraft. But that's another story. But the fact that they are, and they're doing this at such a fast pace, and I've said this before, but like these orders that Trump is putting out, it's all about we gotta hurry. What's the rush? And the rush is time is short, right? Mm-hmm. Time is extremely short for them. The 10 get to rule 1 hour with the beast. 1 hour is a very small time. And so of course in that time frame, that's of which
maybe chill off the table because we're shaking the camera.
Sorry, babe. And the time in that time frame, that's of course the time frame in which Yah promised to keep us, from the time it's going to come upon the earth, right? To try those that dwell on the earth. Mm-hmm. But it's going to be a very short time, and so it just seems like going to try to fit everything in real fast all at once. Like the most terrible things you could think of. You know what I mean? I just we can keep going as far as like the stuff like underwater. Like they want to come out and say everybody's talking about how these so-called aliens, which are just fallen angels, whatever, they've been in the water the whole time. Now at the time that this whole 3-eye atlas thing is supposed to appear, now they're going to come out with a big documentary on Amazon talking about the disclosure and how Trump's going to be the one to disclose everything. And it's just what I stand behind right now is the fact that this is what I think, and it could change. I always share my opinions, but I think that when we're born as a nation, whatever that looks like, clearly it's going to be something that they can see. Clearly it's going to be something that they're going to be like, wow, how are they, numbered amongst the saints. Clearly it's going to be something that they see to the point where they say that, I see that Yah is with you, I will come with you, whatever the case. Whatever happens, clearly they're going to be able to see that glory, whatever that's like, and it's going to lead to us leaving this nation, right? I think that when Yah breaks that veil, because we have been so dumbed down on a spiritual level in the sense of, back in the day, they were used to seeing things like, they were used to the supernatural. Like, for instance, when Moses came up, in Egypt, like, I got something to show you. Like, you gonna look. Y'all say, let my people go, and he threw the staff down, and it became a snake. They was like, shoot, we do that too. Boom, threw the staff down, and then obviously Moses 1:8 theirs. But the point is that they were accustomed to seeing things like this. You know what I mean?
The veil wasn't so thick. You know,
the veil wasn't so thick.
And what they have been doing, because I believe, which I mean, it's pretty apparent that we're living in a reset.
Mm-hmm.
And just prior to that reset, which was just a few hundred years ago,
yes,
not very long ago, there were things that, for example, now the Smithsonian Museum is still trying to bury and still trying to keep under wraps, just so that we don't see things that go against this narrative of this thick veiled narrative.
Yeah, it's been very thick, but it's thinning, and it's going to thin out. I think that the thin out is going to happen when we are born in front of the nations. As a people shall a nation be born in a day. Like, it's going to be something where it's going to be undeniable, and the only ones that are going to deny it are those that are so racist and so like, oh, I don't care, Israel doesn't matter anyway, type people. Those are the only people that are going to look and be like, wow. But it's going to be clear, because he said he's going to do it in the sight of all nations, right? And so I believe that once Yah breaks that veil that has been built up in the sense of the spiritual realm, because you got people that are like, I don't know if the spiritual realm is even real. I don't know, like what, once he does that, I believe that Satan's going to follow right behind with whatever deceptions he has, whether it be the fallen angels masquerading as aliens coming, maybe, or whether it be these creatures that have been hiding that come back into the forefront of the average human population, or the creatures that have been underground, because there's lots of reports and stuff, or people that are confessing that underground, there's all kinds of creatures and stuff down there, all kinds of living facilities,
entire
and
cities,
tunnels,
cities, and civilization for the most part, and the old world, mud floods, if free energy, all that.
Yes, they're going to bring it up. They're going to bring it all back to the forefront once we are born as a nation.
Mm-hmm. And
because there's no hiding anymore. There's no hiding the spiritual realm after that. There's no, there's no question. Right?
There was you remember I seen a video some time ago. It was talking about these employees that worked, or these construction workers or employees that are working inside of the Nevada airport, and how there was, an underground roads and things like that under there, and the employees would come up all shook and speechless. Pale in the face, probably because of what they seen down there. It's not that it was so amazing. It's that they seen some stuff that they weren't prepared to see. But now, which I believe the entire Copernicus 1600s solar system situation was just in preparation to gear us up for some type of reintroduction of what they've been trying to scrub. And it's taken them some time to scrub it. And now's the time to clean it, to put it back, in our faces, and, reinvent the narrative that they spent so long, fabricating.
Or try to get rid of. And the funny thing is that at the same time they're doing all this, like a lot of us have been discussing, they are removing our history. And it's because we're not going to be here. It is a reset. So when it's going to get to a point, because if you think about it, the littles, like, even children our age, our children's age, 2 and 4, when those children grow up, by the time everything happens, by the time the children grow up, they'll never know. It'll be like we were never here. They could indoctrinate them. Like, look at how fast they stripped our people of their language, of their heritage, of their culture, of everything. It didn't take very long, right? And next thing you know, we don't know who we are. It's going to be the same type of situation, except it's going to be like, it's a reset. So we were never here. We were never here. For all they know, when these children grow up, or the next children are born, You know, for all they know that we were never taken. We were never
as a
taken from
matter
over
of
there.
fact,
We were
immigrants and we
yeah,
migrated to this country
yeah, and all kind of stuff like that.
voluntarily and
Yeah, they're
became
gonna
child slaves.
yeah they're gonna wipe out that history, and that's why they don't want to teach it in the schools anymore. This and the other, because
It's reset after reset.
it's a reset, right? And so hey, I'm cool with it. I'm okay. Y'all take us and move us on out of here. You know, file on out. You know, single line, file out. You know, I'm good. Y'all do what y'all gonna do. I'm good. You know what I mean? So, reading this, I'm gonna have to look into. Oops.
Yeah.
Look into that.
Show it.
Look into that.
Storing data in DNA involves converting digital information into four-letter DNA codes ATG, CATGC, GC, synthesizing this DNA and then sequencing it to retrieve the original data.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to chew on that.
Mm-hmm. I know that there's a lot of genetic. There's a lot of goals to manipulate genes. I know that the code, you know, it's just like, you know, we are like, our computers are, you know, I think man's attempt to, you know, create the human brain. And you know, who knows what could be stored, you know, within our codes, you know, things like that.
Well, just think about it. Like, if I'm gonna be transparent, like, okay, so, you know, for instance, we'll keep it simple. I used to love to read. Used to love to read when I was younger. It's not that I don't now. It's just I have to find time to read. And when I find time to read, when I set out time, I'm in the Word. So I don't have a lot of time, a lot of spare time where I'm like, oh, let me pick up a book and just, you know, kick back and, you know, chill. Not right now. You know what I mean? And so I, in my younger years, I used to love to read. And now our oldest daughter, she literally spends, I kid you not, like majority of her time reading. Like, she doesn't sit in front of a screen, a TV, you know, anything like that. Like, she will, you know, get on and have her little TV time or surfing the internet, you know, for things that she likes and stuff like that. She's really into like you know, design and stuff like that. But for the most part, majority of her time, she spends reading. It's something that I passed down to her through my DNA. Same thing with like the love of onions. Okay, y'all, I love, this is random. Look at DJ. He can't stand it. I'm breathe on him when I eat my onions. But I love onions, raw onions, especially on like burgers or just anything, or tacos. Or I gotta have my onions. If I don't have my onions, it ain't going down. So, but our oldest daughter, she loves onions. Our oldest son, he loves onions. You know what I mean? Like, you can pass down things like that. You know what I mean? And so DNA, you can also pass down fear. You pass down trauma.
It's epigenetics. That's what I know for
absolutely.
certain. I mean, it's got to be true, because we have things that, you know, are just through you know, all of our people, you know, how many of y'all put y'all eggs and bread in the front seat, you know, when y'all come from the grocery store?
Yeah, how many of us check our eggs 3, 4? Look,
you be grabbing from the 3rd, 4th row to get your bag of chips.
Israelites, we do that. You know what I mean? We do. There's certain things that we do as a people. You know what I mean? It's been passed down. So, but I did want to comment on this right here. You know, so many people family of my family refuse to see these events. They have no analytical skills. And so it is a normalcy bias, right? You see things happening and you just kind of like, whoa, that's crazy. And then you keep going about your business. But sometimes I find it's hard to try to, when a person isn't paying attention, it's hard to try to put everything together for them. Like, you can see the how big it is. You can see how big it is and how all these events add up together. And when you're trying to explain to somebody that has no idea, you just you end up sounding crazy, or you feel like you sound crazy, or you like, where do I even start with you? How do I bring you up to speed? And some people don't want to see it. It's not just how do I help you see it. Some people just don't care. So I feel you on that. I hopefully my mom don't watch this. I love my mom, but I wouldn't even know where to begin with her. I wouldn't even know what I'm saying. Like she's really, she believes the narratives, you know what I mean? And so like I can't even, where do I even start with you? Like I can't really. I've tried, but I can't. You know what I mean? So I understand. Shalom to everybody coming in. Shalom to everybody coming in. We just having a freestyle. We just talking about whatever's on your mind, whatever's on our mind. We just talking. Y'all. So yeah, oh snap! Don't do it again. No, I'm playing.
And this is something that's very true, Brother Judah. Just to process that the world is a lie. First you have to get past your day to day. Like, it's difficult to even just make sure that you have a place to live, a car to drive, and food to eat and things like that. So going and trying to explain, well, why don't you think about this? You got to get through a thick, very thick layer of getting past this day-to-day life, and think about the past. Think about how the past equates to the present.
Try to line up prophecy for them.
Going through some scriptures. Okay, yes, the Bible is prophetic. Things like that. It's complex, and as we awaken, it kind of we end up being like a black sheep. No pun intended, but we end up just kind of being on the outside. And just trying to be difficult. that person that not a whistleblower, but just to we got some insight, we have some understanding, we don't have no understanding, and to try to break things down, it's like that so it is difficult.
And I like this here, saying I'm content literally whether I'm abased or whether I'm bound. Yes. And into that, and prepare my heart for no complaining in the wilderness. And that is something that I wanted to touch on too, so thank you for that. So talk about, what's been going, we just talking about what's going on with us, how we've been, so on and so forth. But something that I have been really focusing on personally is really taking the time to love myself. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that in a haughty or high-minded fashion or anything like that. It's just, I notice, with myself and with us as a people that they spent so much time, they've spent hundreds of years of breaking us down and making us feel less than, and a lot of our people struggle with depression, struggle with worthiness, struggle with all kinds of stuff. And it's because when you are beat down and told that you're nothing, that then we as a people have walked in that, and so now that Yah is reviving us, we were a dead people, right? We were dead people. We were the dry bones, but now that skin is coming on. Now them news is coming, coming in now that we're standing on our feet, now that Yah's about to breathe that life into us. That's the birth. That's what I think is the birth. We are coming back alive. And so there is just this refreshing that's happening within my spirit and within, people that I speak to, just that desire for more, that desire for, seeing the beauty in yourself, seeing the beauty in our people, loving yourself. So I've been focusing more on seeing the beauty, within me, and loving myself, and seeing my values, and Of course, with that, you see the things that you need to work on and how you could be better in that place, and how the desire for more is really kind of like coursing through my veins and everything, and it's feeling really good. And so I have been I'm always an appreciative person, and I don't ever want to I don't want it to come off that I'm not. I'm always appreciative. But there is just a new level of appreciation, a new level of thankfulness and love, new level of sight that's forming within me. And so I wake up more thankful. Like, I'm here, I'm like, it's good. My family's here. I got my family. I got, man, my children woke up in the other room in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, things are good. Yeah, it's good. And I make a good meal. It's like, man, this is good. Like, thank you. Like, the ability to taste is so amazing. Like, thank you. Like, I'm just more thankful and more feeling better. Just feeling that renewal coming on, and it's going to get higher and higher and higher and deeper within all of us. And when we're born, we're going to operate on a new level. We have to go from the tail to the head. And so that's a rise. That's an incline. No matter what's going on in this nation, it's an incline. It's a newness. It's a growth. And so I've just been feeling that growth. And
on that subject of self-love, we have to remember that our downfall was and always has been when we were going against one another. Mm-hmm. From conflicts with our ancestors to our recent ancestors, and the segments of, or the portions of the Willie Lynch mentalities that we still hold on to today. It is always, we couldn't have been destroyed without self-hate.
Yeah.
And self-hate trickles down in many ways. It manifests in many ways, including looking at your brother, looking at your sister in a fashion that is derogatory, or some of us don't like our own people.
Yeah.
And
shalom.
It's just, I'm not saying, as far as, certain preferences. I'm not sure what the pencil sharpener is at.
I can't remember. Oh, I think it's on my desk. We have to extract.
Yes. We have to extract that self-hate, and not just
within yourself.
It's not only within yourself, but toward our own people. So these few years have been very changing, for me, as I look at myself and look at my brother and my sister. We're not in great shape, but that doesn't mean we're less royal to Yahuwah.
Yeah.
And this is the mentality that we both have been. The crab and the barrel mentality. Yes. Pinning the older against the younger, picking the light skin versus dark skin, picking the house Negro to the field Negro. These are things that are still manifesting, in our communities. From our JV skaters out there, if you ever see this, old school versus new school. In whatever way we can be divided, we divide ourselves.
Yes. I got money, you broke. You know what I mean? I got this, you don't.
I drive a Ford, you drive a Chevrolet.
Right. That is the poison that has been seeping, through our nation of people, and so, and with that, and I also want to say this, that first commandment is love Yah, with all your heart, with all your soul, all your might. And when you love Yah and he loves you, right, then you have to begin to, that love falls down on you. And then you begin to love yourself and love your neighbor, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? Love your neighbor as you love yourself. And so how can you love Yah, hate your brother? Or how can you love Yah but be down on yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's not, no, you love Yah, so that Yah should fall down on you and spread out, toward everyone else. And so that's just that's what I've been on. I've been feeling good. I've also been, just taking the time to start at the beginning of the word and work my way through. And that has been such a blessing to me. That's been such a blessing to me, just really trying to understand, what is, understand our history, understand, the present, of which, because we see it, it's all in script. We see where we're at and in the future. And that doesn't mean negating the books that the Catholic Church told us not to read. Oh, you can't read that. Oh, that's not canon. No. You only read this. Is letting Yah lead you to what you should and should not, study, and so on and so forth. But just really, going through, you found it good, going through that word and just taking time and just eating it. I remember in the past when I would, read it to say to myself, I read it, even if I didn't fully understand, it, like going through back in the day before I was awake, going through Ezekiel or going through Jeremiah, like, okay, I read it, I did it. No. Now it's time to go back and really, with this awakening, with this understanding, eat it, read it, understand it, pray on it, because Yah is giving new revelation, new understanding. The books are open, and so that's
mm-hmm.
it.
And not just, like I said, not just, I kind of related to like swallowing something whole and then chewing on it. I think that's what, while being awakened, reading the scriptures is a lot different now,
mm-hmm.
because there's so much that I personally missed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that's because, we were just told to just kind of swallow it whole,
mm-hmm.
not taste any of it. When you swallow something whole, it's kind of hard to digest.
Mm-hmm.
You
choke on it. You might not make it. You might not make it.
And, hence, you'll be there to understand it.
Yeah.
So it's just a unraveling,
mm-hmm.
that is happening, a good unraveling.
Yeah.
That has been happening, throughout our people. I know y'all understand.
Yeah. And I just want to say this. I don't know why I'm saying it, and all praise to Yah, but maybe it's Yah. But it's okay to smile. It's okay to be glad. It's okay to be soft. It's okay to be vulnerable to Him. It's okay to not know it all. It's okay to be a child. It's okay. Knowledge puffeth up, but love edifies. That they replace the word love with charity. But when you look at the Strongs, it's love. You know what I mean? It's okay to love. It's okay to frolic. Hey, I love nature, and I'm getting back into the things that I love. And sometimes I just want to sit outside, or if I'm walking around like my backyard or something, I just want to reach up and just touch the leaves on the trees and just like feel it in my fingertips, like examine Yah's creation and just be thankful for it. You know what I mean? It's okay to, it's okay to experience those things.
Stop and smell the roses.
It's okay to stop and smell the roses. It's okay to run your feet in the grass and, you know what I mean, your toes. I'm from the country, so look, we walk barefoot on anything. Look, DJ, he always shaking his head at me.
I can't walk throughout the house without socks.
No, he can't. He wears socks so much that the children don't recognize his feet without them. It's scary.
People say, Dad, can you put your socks back on?
Yeah, because they're not used to saying, there's nothing wrong with his feet. He has nice feet, but he literally, it doesn't matter if it's the middle of summer, it's 98 degrees, or if it's the winter, obviously. He has socks on literally, I kid y'all not, about 99.9% of the time. To the point where our children I think they didn't realize that their dad had feet. You know what I mean? Because
my feet are socks.
Yes, his feet,
my feet
are socks.
Black socks.
But it's okay.
Within that, I have been, at least last summer, maybe the summer before last, I was trying to walk around in my backyard.
Yes.
Without shoes or socks on.
Yeah, it was shocking.
And I
It's
must
shocking.
say, it did feel different. It did feel different, and
Yeah.
it's I just want to become more in tune with creation,
Yeah.
because I really love y'all's creation, minus those mosquitoes.
Yeah, them mosquitoes brutal.
But yeah, there's a hold on, Don. You don't want to walk behind here, please, because you know you might trip over a cord, and we're gonna go out. You know, we ain't ready to say bye yet, just quite yet. Grounded, and you know, yes, I understand a lot of the science behind grounding.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I really just, you know, I don't want to be so, you know, separated, you know, from everything.
Careful, Danielle.
But yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
What you about to do?
Danya, go sit with Dan, with Lily.
You got all those couches. Have a seat.
Go sit with Lily.
Have a seat with Lee. So, Adanya, go sit down with Lee. Right now. Right now. Right now.
That's
Thank
the
you.
4-year-old.
Sit down with Lee.
Oh, she done started now. Hold on, y'all. She gonna have to take a nap, y'all. Hold on. All right, the 4-year-old upset now, but here, wanna say hi, Lee? Say hi. This is Lee. Oh goodness. Say, oh, you sound Lee. Say, hey, Lee. This is Levi. So this is our 2-year-old, almost 2. So, anyways, yeah, sorry about that, y'all. Yeah. Look, hey, when you don't sleep, you don't act right, you know. Yeah, he's a big boy. Say hey, Lee. Say hey. Say hey. You not gonna say that? You not gonna say that? Okay, go ahead. Okay, but yeah, thank y'all. Thank you, Big Lee. Yeah, he's almost my height. He's probably I kid y'all not. I'm about 5'1". I think Lee is. He might be almost past my hip, y'all. I don't look.
You're 5'2".
It's crazy. I am not. But yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going on with us, you know. But is there anything else that's on anyone's minds? Anybody got anything on their mind? Anything y'all seen or anything that you want to talk about? Anything that's interesting to you? Yep. For real. He was the one. Listen, 6'1", and when I was pregnant with him, I kid you not, he was thumping and moving and bumping so much it was actually frightening me. And I was like, I think this is I don't think I can do this again, because this is scaring me. Like, he was so, and he has just as strong of a personality. He's just as strong of a personality. He is something else. I'm glad he's getting older. His last one, we got a potty train, and then we'll be free. Uh-oh, careful. That's a 15-year-old granddaughter. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So this is important. So I want you to hear this. Mark. Uh-oh, you okay? So Elijah, Mark, this is our children's honorary uncle, but last what is it? Maybe a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, Elijah had a dream that we went to. He said we went to the ice cream shop. What's wrong, baby? You need help? Okay. Need help? Say hi. Say hi. Yeah. So he said we went to the ice cream shop. You want that? You want that? And he said that while we were walking to the ice cream shop, he said that a plane fell out the sky and landed on the ice cream shop. And he said that we didn't, he said, thankfully we didn't get hit. He said, so we turned around to start going back toward our van so we could get home. And he said he looked up, he heard, sounds. He looked up and there were planes that were fighting each other, firing at each other, right? And I can't remember if he said there were other planes falling out of the sky. I can't remember, but there were. Okay, there were. And he was like, "We got to go home." And he said, I was like, "We got to go home and tell everybody, get everybody, so we can leave this town, right?" And then he woke up. So very interesting that you had that dream because he literally had the same dream, and I feel like you had a dream like that before too, a volcanic eruption in Ethiopia. Hong Kong too. Yeah. Three Eye Atlas. I think I will say this. I really think that whatever the case, there are people because usually they lie about stuff. They be like, "Oh, there's a comet coming and it's gonna, hit the earth or it's gonna miss it just by this," and they just be straight up lying. But whatever this thing is, normal everyday people are capturing pictures of it and zooming in and 3D in it and stuff like that. And it's it is. And people are capturing it and looking at it. And it's freaky looking. So it's something. I will say that it's something. It's most likely tied to their judgment because I think the fact that they are moving on military bases, the fact that peep this, y'all. So this whole Epstein thing, right? So Trump signed the papers, or Trump signed the order to release the Epstein files, right? He waited a couple of days, which was very interesting because everything else he signed immediately, but he waited a couple of days to sign it. He signed it on the 19th. And I did a little looking, and apparently 30 days, they have 30 days to disclose the information, right? 30 days from the 19th of November, so happens to be December 19th, which is the day that everybody's looking for Three Eye Atlas to be the closest to our viewing, right? And I thought that was mighty strange. So to me, and when I'm putting things together, I think, and then with this whole major disclosure documentary they just put together, interviewing all these ex-CIA agents, all these people, this and the other, and they put it on Amazon, and it's dude went on Joe Rogan and he's advertising it and blowing it up like some type of disclosure of alien life. I think everything they're doing surrounding this makes it seem like it's something, you know what I mean? So I don't know. And then the fact that they want to have what do you call it? I can't really think of the phrase, but like crowd control folk, National Guard dispersed in every city, 500 in every city by July 1st. In the time frame of which this thing is supposed to appear into plain sight-ish, I think it's very suspicious. So I will say that. Well, yeah, of course, yeah, that. But I don't think it's ever going to even get to the point. I think they've been carrot sticking people, leading people with the carrot stick to get to, we're going to show you, and then something major is going to take place where that's going to be the last thing on people's minds. That's what I think. I think they're carrot sticking people to a certain point. And that's in order to keep your attention, because if your attention is fixed on something, you can't see the stuff around you. You know what I mean? And so I think they saved the best thing for last, the big thing. Because remember, like one thing they did They got ready to bomb Iran, but right before they got ready to bomb Iran, something major happened. And I said, "Oh, something big about to happen because this doesn't happen." And the next thing you know, like a couple days later, they bombed Iran. I was like, "I knew it." So they usually, when they want to do something major, they give you something major to be distracted by. And I think this takes the whole cake of distractions. So I could definitely see something major happening in the December time frame. Okay, so. Not pay for that for nothing. And I agree. And since I agree with that, but I think this is what I think about Project Bluebeam. I think that it has gotten so blown up, like the knowledge of it, that they may not be able to use that anymore. You know what I mean? I think, again, whatever disclosure is getting ready to happen, I believe it's going to happen after we're removed. You know how the word says that that wicked one can't be revealed until the restrainer is removed, right? The restrainer is removed, then that wicked one will be revealed. I think that along with that wicked one being revealed will be all whatever it is. Like again, I believe that Yah's going to break that spiritual veil that has been built up over the years. You know, he's going to break it with our birth, and then they're going to follow right behind it as we leave it, and they're going to follow right behind it with a bunch of crazy, with a bunch of the fallen angels literally walking around showing themselves. If you ever seen the movie They Live, right? Mm-hmm. That movie, if you've never seen They Live, you've got to watch it. Classic. Oh, and by the way, in the movie They Live, and I'm gonna find the clip. Okay. Will they can I say for entertainment purposes, if I play this clip, will they
I don't know. You probably still get hit with a copyright strike.
Will they hit me with a copyright situation if I play a clip?
What's this specific clip about?
When they said in this movie They Live, they said in 2025, that's when they're going to take over the earth. And this movie was in the 80s, y'all. In 2025, should I play it? Look, if it gets taken down, it was nice talking to y'all. But it's really it was an epic scene. We couldn't believe it.
It's free on YouTube.
Fair use.
It's free on YouTube. You should watch it
yourselves. Should I not bring it up? Fair use. They said fair use. 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 All right, y'all got to check this out. Okay, so the movie They Live, basically the aliens and stuff are walking amongst the people, right? But you can't see them. They look like normal, everyday people, which is what they're coming out and saying now. Now they want to come out in the public. The government and stuff is saying that there are species of beings walking around, and they look like you and I, but they're not really us, right? And so in the movie They Live, they're walking around, and they control the world, and you can't see them until these guys get some glasses, and now these glasses allow you to see them as you're walking around. So these aliens are working with certain humans, certain higher ups. As we know, that's what they do. The fallen angels that work with certain higher ups, right? Oh goodness. And I don't know if I can. Here, let me see. I'm gonna try to copy it. I try to copy it on the screen.
No, you go to the. Yeah. You could copy it from. You should be able to go to the 3 bars here.
No, that's not it. Okay, I can't figure that out. Sis, you know I'm old. Sorry. Okay, so anyway.
Let me just figure out the proper.
So finally you can see. You know what I mean? You can see, and the aliens are working with people in an underground tunnel. They're having an underground situation. They're having a meeting, having a party, celebrating their success. And they're talking about how they're going to take over in 2025. So let me pull that up right now. That's going to blow y'all's minds. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right, let me find it, y'all. But let me see. They Live. You got to watch the movie. 2025 scene. Okay. Okay. Is this it? Yes. Okay, I found it, y'all. And it's 1 minute 44 seconds. If you know, you know. If you know, you know, you know. All right.
Share screen.
Share screen. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me see.
I don't know how the audio is going to work because I never tried it.
I think we have to mute us. Do we mute us?
Possibly, but well, let's go.
And we'll put this on the screen. Fair use.
Screen sharing.
All right, y'all. We'll see. We should be we should be okay. Share screen. Okay. All right. Share. All right. Here we go, y'all.
I'm hearing something.
So they're in the underground tunnels, and they're getting ready to you see. Just watch, read the captions, y'all.
Our projections show that by the year 2025, not only America, but the entire planet will be under the protection and the dominion of this power alliance. The gains have been substantial, both for ourselves and for you, the human power elite. I'm hearing something.
I just want to rewind it one more time so y'all can see this now.
Our projections show that by the year 2025, not only America, but the entire planet will be under the protection and the dominion of this power alliance. The gains have been substantial, both for ourselves and for you, the human power elite. You have given us entree to the resources we need in our ongoing quest for multidimensional expansion. And in return, the per capita income of each of you here tonight has grown, and this year alone, by an average 39%. And I've just received word that our forces have won a major victory. The underground terrorist network has been destroyed here on the West Coast. We are off crisis alert. The situation is normal again.
Okay, so did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? By 2025, and this movie came out in the 80s. What year did this movie come out, babe?
1988.
1988.
So 37 years ago.
Okay, so they in the underground tunnels, right? That everybody is now wants to disclose out in the open. It's already been, it's been already been circulating, in the, truth. What do you call it? Truther,
Yes.
situation. But now they want to come out and admit that it's a thing, and so very interesting.
And it's funny because there's a lot happening in 2025. I mean, there was a lot happening in 2023. It was like, man, what's next year going to look like? We said that last year.
Yeah.
Now we're still saying it.
Yeah.
There's, and this is Hollywood. They, I think that they do plan things.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not, they're not out of control. But they're only doing what Yahuwah is allowing them to do.
Yeah.
So but the timing is very interesting that he would say, our projections are, by the year 2025,
they're gonna rule everything. Yeah. And I agree. They are only doing what Yah is allowing, you know what I mean? And when we get moved out of the way, it's gonna get a lot worse. But praise be to Yah that, he is going to keep those that are under the blood, that he's going to keep his people, you know what I mean? And so that's
in World War II, World War I?
What are you talking about?
The in Nazi regime, Hitler and
No, it's
their communication with, other beings.
Yes.
They had connections with other beings. It is
it's the fallen. They had connection with the fallen.
they had connection with the fallen, and this is documented. So,
and at the end of that movie, by the way, they shot the beam or whatever the case that allowed people that made people not be able to see them. They shot it. The guy shot it, and now at the end of the movie, everyone could see these beings walking around. Everyone, their mask essentially was removed, and so that's what's going to happen. I truly believe that when we are brought forth as a people, then they're gonna take their face off. You know what I mean? And they're gonna just be walking around, and men's hearts will fail them. For fear of the things that are coming upon the earth. People gonna see some crazy stuff. I ain't trying to see it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be hidden. Hide yourself for a little while until y'all's indignation is passed. I'm trying to be tucked away because I ain't trying to have no part to see any of that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So we just wanted to come together and chit chat with y'all. We only had one breakdown from the 4-year-old. That's pretty good. The 2-year-old is smiling, so we did good. He started to stand on stuff and everything now. So, but yeah, they about to take their face off. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but they sure are. You want to say hi again, Lee?
He want to stand on the table.
Levi Jacob.
Lee, do not stand on the table. Pick him up over the cord.
Come here, Lee. You want to say bye? You want to say bye? Say bye, Lee. Say bye, Levi.
He said, peace out, everybody.
Yeah.
It's good seeing y'all.
Yeah.
Yep. It's good seeing y'all today.
Stay strong. Look, he tried to do it himself. Stay prayed up. Yeah.
Shameless plug, y'all. Shameless plug.
Yeah.
Y'all check out my instrumental channel, DJ McAfee Beats. DJ McAfee Beats, if you haven't already. It's just
excuse you.
Place to find some good instrumentals. I'm a music producer, just in case y'all don't know.
Yeah.
But that's my instrumental page. Check it out. DJ McAfee Beats.
Right.
Listen to some good instrumentals while this world is collapsing.
while ours is rising, rising.
Yeah.
But love y'all. Hope y'all have a good Shabbat, good rest. Say bye. And just hope your Shabbat is blessed. And thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us a little bit. We'll kind of just get together and just chop it up. Just continue to break spiritual bread, y'all.
See, it wasn't 5 months. So,
right.
Last time we got on.
Right.
Be on before 5 months.
Yeah. All right. Shalom, y'all. Y'all
Peace,
take care. Love
sisters.
y'all.
Y'all take care. All right. Be easy.